Today we are in Madisonville, Louisiana, searching for the filming locations for Lucio Fulci's The Beyond. And in the process, we found an abandoned church.
Wherever I come, bad luck is coming my way. Wherever I go, hard luck is there to stay. Good luck never stays a day. A bad luck's always coming my way.
This little patch of property with this abandoned church is making me fall in love with Louisiana. I mean, how creepy is this place? Look at this. Got crosses on the old wood. Jessica, you're looking extra beautiful in front of the creepy church. Just saying.
It's a zombie church.
Say that one more time.
It's a zombie church. There's
So-
a zombie outbreak here. I see all the signs.
So what would you do if zombies started coming down? Like down the road? We'd have to break into the church.
No, well, I don't think the people who guarded up against the zombies the first time were successful. Maybe. I didn't find any bodies.
Yeah, that's beautiful. It's definitely a picturesque church. A place where you'd probably want to come and take pictures. And Jessica was onto something about the zombie apocalypse, because if you look right here, it looks like somebody tried kicking in the door at one point. They have a padlock on it now. But if only this place could tell you the history behind those walls. Did you find a hole to look inside?
Okay. It's a little older, obviously, but I think it might still be in use, or it's just been left in perfect condition, like a time capsule. Because this window down here that's shattered, it looks like it was attacked by zombies to me. All the
Oh God, all the chairs.
are stacked against the window, and that's like kind of really startling to me. You know, like they were trying to keep the zombies out,
Right?
or maybe they did it because, you know, their window got shattered.
A view inside from the broken window. That's just beautiful. It definitely has that creepy zombie Lucio Fulci feel to it. Hey, look at that tree and all the Spanish moss. The only thing missing is a graveyard right here.
So I recently learned, I feel like I should have known this all my life, that there's a difference between graveyards and cemeteries. The difference is basically one is attached to a church grounds, and one isn't. So a graveyard is attached to church grounds, and a cemetery is not.
Oddly enough, the road that we're on, the road that has this abandoned church on it, if you keep following it further down into the woods, that's where you'll find the Otis House, which was the main featured filming location, one of the 7 gates of hell in the movie. About 2 years ago, Jessica and I was living in Savannah, Georgia, and we visited a filming location for another Fulci classic, City of the Living Dead. It was the opening church scene where the priest hung himself. This is our second Fulci filming location video. That, my friends, is the house from the movie The Beyond. There's water over there, which is awesome because in the movie, a group of people take boats across that water, get out, cross this lawn, head over to this house to kill a warlock. The Otis House, which is what this house is actually called, sits on a state park, and it costs about $3 to get into the park to come see the house. Also, the Otis House is a museum. It's closed right now, so we're not going to be going inside. And also, I don't know if the interior shots were filmed here or not. But the outside, it's easily noticeable. In this scene, if we're lining up shots, you're going to see two cars sitting right outside this house. The main characters come right out that front door, and she talks about her inheriting the house. And on this side, about the center of your screen, that second floor window, there are painters on a scaffolding. And one of them gets spooked because he looks inside and he sees a girl with white eyes. He falls, and then there's gratuitous blood coming out of his mouth. Pretty much every scene that you see with the house, it is filmed from this angle, but let's walk around the house and see what else this property has to offer. And if the house in the Spanish moss wasn't creepy enough, look at this white picket fence that surrounds the entire house as it goes underneath those trees. Man, beautiful, spooky and beautiful. This is the front gate. Right now we are staring at the front of the house, and you know what, you can't see it, so you can see why Fulci decided to shoot it from the left side of the building instead of looking at it head on. But that sun coming through those trees, that is awesome. Bad booty. More creepy fence, this time with some Spanish moss and the sun coming through it. Yeah. The sun is fighting us on this one, but if you look at the other side of the house from the gazebo, that's what it looks like. Now, in the movie, the warlock is staying in room 36. It's hard to believe that this was a hotel in the movie, and then that there was 36 rooms? Is that right? If you've never seen a Fulci movie, do yourself a favor and check out The Beyond or City of the Living Dead, but be prepared for some awesomeness. And when I say awesomeness, I mean over-the-top gore and over-the-top campiness. Now, let's move on to the next location, probably one of the most haunting images of the movie for me. Right now we're driving on the Causeway. It's a little bumpy. It's a bridge that spans 24 miles. Over on that side you can see it, it's just open water. But if you've seen the movie The Beyond, then you would know this scene. We can't stop here. And we can't ride in the middle of the street because there are other traffic. But this is where Liza meets Emily. Emily's seen standing in the middle of the street with her dog. And Liza's driving across the bridge and she stops, gets out of the car and confronts her. It's a very haunting scene. Not much happens with it, but whenever I saw it when I was a kid, it still sticks with me to this day. So that's it. Just a couple different small filming locations for Fulci's classic, The Beyond, filmed here or in and around New Orleans. We had to stop. As horror fans, we had to stop and check this out. If you ever get the chance, drive on this bridge. When you leave New Orleans, it's free, but when you're driving into New Orleans, it's $5. It's a cool experience.
Wherever I come, bad luck just comes my way. Wherever I go, hard luck is there to stay. Good luck never stays a day. Bad luck's always coming my way.